There's going to be some people out there who are going to love what I'm about to say. There will definitely be some people that hate what I'm about to say. So for the past 4 years, I've done pretty much everything there is to do with SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. We've done creation speedruns, we've got the new feature Random Match Monday, we've created hundreds of created wrestlers, we've had matches with run-ins, we've even had a recreation of the Steve Austin saving Team WWF from the Alliance, using characters from Red Dead Redemption 2. I think it's fair to say that barring the use of mods, I've done everything that can be done with SVR06. Now, SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 is my favourite game of all time, hands down, but it doesn't matter how much you like something, there comes a point where you need to do something different. But I suppose the best analogy would be, I love chocolate. I like eating chocolate. But if I ate nothing but chocolate for a year, there'd come a point where I'd go, well actually, for this meal, I wouldn't mind something quite bland and healthy. And that's what's happened here. On a good week, I do 7 matches and 7 formulas for SVR06. Now, I don't always get that out, that's what I sort of aim for, and I always have that target in my head. And most weeks I get that out pretty much. But the problem with that is, because I'm always doing that, I never get time to sort of play with other games. And I know what you're going to think, well, why do you need time to just play with other games? Well, I'm going to explain to you. When I started making videos with SVR06, I'll be honest, they weren't very good. In fact, the main reason I started this channel originally was, I remember I went on the forum where they have all the formulas, and I thought, isn't it a shame that these aren't in video format? And I started uploading basically other people's work, and it was almost like I felt like I was converting it into video format, and that's pretty much all I did in the early days of the channel. And then after a while, I thought maybe I could start making my own. People asked me could I make a couple of things. I tried. Some of them were quite bad. I think Bob the Builder was the first one I made, and if you go back and look, it's terrible. But I got better with it as time went on, as I played about with the game, as I just messed about with it. And when I did that, then when I started doing the matches, I figured out how I could, mute the audio, put crowd noise in there, do the ring announcing, how I could splice clips together to make it look like it was one match, so someone runs into the ring, you have a backstage angle, you have all these sorts of things, and that's how the channel became what it became today, was because I just messed about with the game. But as I said, the problem is, if you ever want to do that with another game, I don't have the opportunity because I'm putting so much out with just SVR06, and to be honest with you, I'm doing it too much for my own sanity. I still love it, I still want to make videos with it, but I need to make a change. So that's what I'm going to do. Because there are 2 games I really want to get going with, and they involve the PS3. Now don't fall out of your chair, I have mentioned the PS3, because during lockdown, I got a PS3 for the first time. And during lockdown, I really fell in love with 2 games. I love playing SVR08 because I played that on PS2 and I didn't really enjoy it. And I started playing it on the PS3 and I sort of realised actually it's better than I thought it was because I'd never played the real version. And the other one was WWE 13, also 2K14 for the same reason. You've got loads of slots. The creation thing's very different. Also a heartbreaking story. I created a massive roster in 2K14 during lockdown. It was amazing. It was basically, I think he had 35 from WWF from like 97. I had about 35 from WCW 97, and he had about 30 from ECW. It was almost like a dream roster. It was absolutely amazing. And one day, after loads and loads of work, I accidentally unplugged my PS3 while it was doing something. And I turned it back on, and it was all gone. And I did a lot of swearing. But where am I going with this? Again, I love going off on tangents. The point I'm making is, to get better at creating things in these games, you've got to put time in and you've got to put practice in. And as I said, while I'm keeping the current schedule I've got, I'm not going to get a chance to do this now. I could just keep doing SVR06 and do nothing else, but I just don't want to be one of them people that just does the same thing all the time. Because if I'm starting to get bored of it, there will come a point where you're going to get bored of it. You get bored of anything. If you get too much of anything, you're going to get bored of it. Now, that's not to say I want to stop making videos of SVR06. I want to carry it on. But what it all means is, while I'm getting to grips with the new games, with the 2 new games that I will be doing stuff with, it will mean there will be a reduced schedule on the channel. I apologise for that if you enjoy me doing 7 videos a week, but it's going to change. Because if I'm not into something, doing the same thing all the time, then why bother, I still enjoy it, I still want to do it, but I'm not enjoying doing nothing else but that. So, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work yet, but it'll look a little bit something like this. We're probably going to have cut down to 3 matches a week on the channel. I'm still going to do Random Match Monday, because to be honest, I really enjoy that. I've really been enjoying doing it. I'm going to keep doing that until I get bored of that. But there's probably going to be 3 matches on the channel. For the next few days, there's probably not going to be any matches up, because I just want to focus on this one thing just while I get to grips with it. But yeah, there'll probably be 3 matches. When it comes to the list of requests, I'm still going to be working through them. I've not been getting through them as quick. I'm going to try and get a few more done in the next few days. The list is still fairly big, but I am getting through it slowly. But yeah, you're going to notice a change on the channel. You'll probably notice less videos. The shorts I'm going to keep going because, to be honest, they don't really take a lot of time to do. But yeah, that's it. And I've made that sound like I'm confessing to being like a serial killer or something. The way I've explained it, but that's it. I need to make a change, because if I'm not into it, then how can I expect anybody else to be into it? So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be getting to grips with the PS3 again. I'm going to be getting to grips with the creation. I'm going to be getting to grips with the matches, the controls, all of that business. And in a few weeks' time, hopefully, you'll start seeing some videos upload for that. Let me know what you think, but at the same time, it's not going to be like, well, you're probably not going to change my mind, but I'm still interested to know what you think about this change that's coming. But yeah, I just want to feature other games. I'm not going to be completely changing. I'm not going to be doing a documentary tomorrow on the Egyptian pyramids or anything like that. Obviously, it's going to be down the same lines as what I've already been doing. But I just think there's more possibilities with these PS3 games. And I've always thought about what I could potentially do with them if I put a bit of time into getting to grips with them. Well, as comfortable with them as I am with SVR06. So yeah, that's the announcement. I've waffled on for long enough now. I'm going to call it a day. But yeah, let me know what you think. Hopefully, most of you are happy about hearing this, that eventually it's going to come. But I'm not abandoning SVR06. You're just going to notice a little bit less coming out. Thanks for your support over the years. I still can't believe I've got 1,400 subscribers. It keeps going up. You're scaring me now, but no, I really appreciate that. The fact that people click the subscribe button is amazing. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you want to click it, I won't stop you. But, yep, that's it. Again, I tend to waffle on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.